If you've ever used an airsoft grenade and got in trouble for throwing it too hard, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, guys. Today we're talking about the 40 Max Whirligig II. This is a video about grenades in airsoft, why you need to use them, why are they even worth having, and why you should probably get this one here. Of course, full disclosure, this has been sent to me by the company to review, and I thought it would be a great idea to show you guys actual gameplay and to kind of help you make a decision on whether or not you need one of these. First of all, why would you even need an airsoft grenade? So grenades in airsoft, just like any other thing in the sport, is all about the LARP. But honestly, in CQB, these things have so much practical use. Especially because everybody camps in airsoft, especially here in Japan. So being able to, you know, not duel that one guy who's shooting like a UABer and just be able to throw the thing at his feet is so much better than having to challenge somebody. So that's mainly why I like to use airsoft grenades in general, especially on maps with a lot of chokes like that. The only thing I don't like about airsoft grenades in Japan anyway is that there is a limit of how many you can use in a game and how you can throw them if you're not playing a charter game. So I know in like American Airsoft, mans are like chucking these things, they're throwing, they're blowing up and stuff. We don't have pyro grenades like that. You have to actually throw them by like kneeling down and kind of just doing this and then throwing it at their feet. Like you're not even allowed to throw it more than 2 meters. So having a grenade that can impact and spread around and actually hit people with that nerf in mind is a lot better than using something like a Springer, where you really have to throw those things in the right spot for people to call it. And even those Springers don't have enough power sometimes for people to call it. So I've always been on the edge of using impact gas grenades. And so the 40 Max is a metal grenade, and it has 2 rubber ends for impact, obviously, and it is gas powered. And it can fit a whole lot of bays inside here by loading it just like a regular BB loader. It's a little bit heavy, a lot heavier than a regular grenade. Even an Apocalypse is about 196, I think, and this is about 230. So it's kind of hefty, it's kind of weighty, and that makes it a little bit dangerous, I think, in my opinion. So when you're throwing grenades in airsoft, make sure you're throwing it safe and you're not whipping it at people, because this could probably hurt someone quite a bit because it's a metal heavy grenade. Why they went for a metal design, I'm not too sure, but it probably has to do with the realism, obviously, and how hard it can actually spin around. So when you throw this thing, it doesn't just blow out like this. It actually like does a spin, and it spins around really, really hard. And that probably is why it's made of metal. And so it can actually swing around harder. But that makes it so impactful. The radius is crazy. Even like a half tank, like it was whipping BBs and it would hurt actually. Oh shit! That makes it very, very effective. Obviously, if you throw it around too much, you're gonna get wear and tear and dents. I've thrown it against poles by accident. It went off and it was fine. It was able to handle that, which is good, which means it's very durable, but I almost felt like I was gonna get banned for using this thing sometimes. But I followed the rules, I was okay, and it was fine. Now, the way you engage this one is on the top here, you can twist it. So it's a kind of a hard twist. You might think you're breaking it, but you twist it hard enough and it turns to an on position. And then when you throw it, when it's armed, it'll do its thing and then it'll spin around and have a fun time. And if you spin it when it's off, if you drop it, it is not going off, which is quite nice. Other brands like the Apocalypse is like a one touch and you can go. You can easily engage and disengage that one. And this one is more of a realistic approach where you're like kind of pulling a pin, where you're just kind of like a flashbang and you just kind of throw it like that. The only issue I have with that is I have to be disarmed basically to do that. So unlike other brands where you can just kind of quick deploy it and just throw it with one hand, you have to like actually commit to the act, do it, and then you'll be able to use the grenade. Reach and clear. And I think that could be improved, maybe like do it with one hand. I don't know how they would do that, but that's probably why it's so stiff in the design, because of the way it's built. That's basically this grenade. Like, what else can I say more about a grenade in airsoft? What do you think?
The spread is amazing. You know, like I think it's very effective.
That was fast.
Yeah.
other than how you're actually supposed to use them in a practical sense. And it's probably the same as like, you know, real CQB, but situations I find myself using a grenade. One is to clear a room. If I just think there's somebody in there, I'll throw a grenade in there. Woo! Another use is if I see like a dude who's trying to duel me and eagle chow me, I'd be like, nah, screw that. I'm just gonna throw the grenade at his feet. So that's another practical uses for this thing. And another one could be used as a distraction device. So you can kind of just throw it in the room and then everyone kind of just rushes and does their thing. I personally don't play like that, but at the maps I played at, like Breakpoint or Ikebukuro, where it's like room-based or it's very tight corners, I like to use grenades all the time to just like not have to challenge these kind of people. You know, sometimes the way maps are designed and because of movement restrictions, you can't just run around and get in there and just like shoot them. You're gonna trade, you're gonna die. You don't have, it's only one life game modes half the time. So having something that's more surefire and something that actually hits hard and spins around, you know, it's gonna do the job. And that's, you did some testing at Breakpoint in the field, and this was like whipping around, bro. Like it would hurt, bro. It wasn't too much. I think my boy said it's about 0.15 joules, maybe, not too strong. It also has a fun feature on it. I don't know if that's illegal or not, but basically, if you arm it, and you slap the side of it, it'll burst out. My arm. It's kind of like having a little mini grenade launcher too. But honestly, great. It's a great grenade. I just think it's a little bit heavy. I'm not really a fan of the hard arm to do it because you kind of leave yourself defenseless, but I'm sure if you're playing with the team, it's fine. Pouches, it could probably fit in any regular pouch. No issues on there. But I do like the feel of it and it feels very good. And I used it with duster gas. I imagine if you use this with green gas, it'll be even stronger. But duster gas, no issues at all with that. So, but anyway, guys, that's all we got for today. If you are interested in checking one of these out, check out the description down below. And let me know in the comment section down below if you actually use grenades in Airsoft and how do you use them? Do you think we should use pyros and have an honor system? Or should the BBs be flying up your nutsack? Guys, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Beep. Reload! Nope. Oh, I'm out.
Oh, whatever. You did it. Good job.